Okay, the first question is from Erebus of Dawn. Given all of the evidence against Jehovah's Witnesses that they're doing all of this terrible stuff, they have this database with names and everything else, why isn't Interpol and or the FBI or whoever else raiding the facilities to get the information? The reason is because there are proceedings happening right now as we speak. It's not something that Interpol or the FBI or whoever else needs to move forward on yet, because it's not at a stalemate yet. There are still things being done about it. If it goes to court and they are ordered to turn this thing over and they outright refuse to, and decades go by and they just do not turn it over, then the FBI would raid their facilities. But they haven't been ordered to, in court, turn this stuff over quite yet. I mean, they have, and then they settled out of court so that they got out of that situation. There aren't criminal charges yet. Everything has been civil so far because it's a corporation. It's hard to file criminal charges against a corporation, especially one whose members that really started all these rules are long dead now. So it's a little bit of a complicated situation. Before I move on, I just want to hit a few super chats because I've actually gotten a few tonight. One was from Tioga Art. You're doing great. Thank you. I appreciate that. Another from Omega Riley. Sharing a little love. Would have donated more, but didn't want YouTube getting too much of a boost from this. Everyone make sure you like the podcast. Thank you, Omega Riley. You're awesome. Then Omega Riley again. Telltale, your mic quality went to crap. Thank you for telling me. I fixed it. And then Jeff Kopp, thanks for your service. Thanks for watching, and thanks for listening. The fact that there are people watching and listening means that YouTube is more willing to push it out to more people. So I'm glad that you guys are here listening, because it means somebody is going to get the suggestion somewhere down the line that may not have otherwise. And then Icy Wolf says, your mic is still cutting out. Is it? That's weird. Well, I'm recording locally, so it may sound rough for the live stream, but my computer's picking it up, so I'll fix it in editing. Disappointing that it's a YouTube issue. Anyway, okay, so the question is from M the Spooky Witch. Do you think that taking away Jehovah's Witnesses' tax-exempt status would help the situation? Yeah, I have a really big problem with tax-exempt status in the first place for religions. Tax-exempt status is supposed to be designated for charities or groups of whatever kind who are benefiting society in some way. That's what it's intended for. That's why, like, nonprofit 501c3 corporations get tax-exempt status in some cases. So I feel like if a group or a corporation or whatever has proven to be harmful to society in some way or not productive to anybody except for themselves, they shouldn't receive tax-exempt status. It's a government subsidy is what it is. The government was expecting to receive, say, $500,000 this year. That's just a number I'm throwing out. Jehovah's Witnesses were expecting to have to pay out $500,000. Instead, the government is saying, no, take this $500,000 that you would otherwise have to pay. Keep it and spend it on yourselves. Spend it on growing your organization. That's basically what's happening. It's a little bit simplified and kind of exaggerated a little bit just so that you guys get the idea. But that's what's happening. It's a government subsidy. The government is paying for Jehovah's Witnesses to grow as an organization. They're paying for Scientology to grow as an organization, for Mormonism, for Methodists, for all of them. Now, I think all religion is harmful in one way or another, but it comes in degrees. I think generally, for the most part, most small local Methodist churches aren't extremely harmful. There are some out there that are. Jehovah's Witnesses are outright harmful. Like, there's no dancing around that. They're harmful. They're bad. I mean, they're doing damage to society. People are coming out as emotionally abused and just completely wrecked from what they went through. Like me. I mean, it has not been easy adapting to society for me, or for who knows how many others have come out of this religion. They are actively doing damage to society right now, Jehovah's Witnesses, and they're getting tax-exempt status. Take the government subsidy away and fine them out of existence for every human rights violation. Articles 18 and I think Article 20 are being violated by Jehovah's Witnesses every single day of the Declaration of Human Rights. Every day. Fine them for every instance. Fine them $5 for every instance of that violation. And they would be underwater before long. I guarantee it. This one's from Fennec Fox. Do banana republics foster a cult-like mindset? I think that Banana Republic, I know a little bit about the history of the whole Banana Republic thing. From my understanding, it's where the U.S. government went in and started wars over bananas and things like that, and kind of encouraged dictatorships and that kind of thing. I don't really know enough about it to speak to it, but generally governments can foster cult-like mindsets, yes, very, very heavily. In fact, religion and governments let me rephrase. Religion and politics are very, very closely linked sometimes. And you have to find ways to make sure that, one's not getting intermingled with the other. Like, for example, let me give you this, for instance. The USSR, Soviet Russia specifically, they were atheist, I think, nationally atheist. And everybody says, oh, that's the end result of atheism. But in reality, it wasn't really like that. It was a very unique type of situation where, in many ways, God was like a competitor for the state in this kind of pseudo-communist dictatorship, the authoritarian dictatorship. And so they worked God out of the culture largely and worked government in. So it's really, really easy to get politics and religion intermixed. I don't know that I call Banana Republic a cult. I don't know enough about it, maybe. But yeah, it is dangerous, and it's something you have to think about.